Hey everyone, it's Alex Sanders with Preston Age Podcast, and I'm here with a very special guest, Mr. K. Rob. How you doing this morning, brother?
I'm doing wonderful, man. Good to be here.
Thank you, man. Thank you for coming. You're our second guest for our Press Play series.
Okay.
So I really appreciate you being here this morning. Let's start off and tell the audience about yourself.
Let's see. Well, originally from Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm happy to say that what brought me here to Nashville was I went to the esteemed Big Blue TSU, so where all my alumni at.
Okay.
Yeah, came down here, man, and but you know, just from a family of musicians, I started playing the drums as a kid, and then it kind of evolved from there. So, but yeah, just a Cincinnati, Ohio native, but have been in Nashville for quite some time. So Nashville is my second home, you could say now.
Got it. And from what I understand, Cincinnati is a big musical mecca, funk, for R&B, for jazz.
Yeah.
Did that have a big influence on you growing up in your music career?
Well, absolutely. I would say probably primarily there was one particular group, and I guess I'll kind of quiz everybody who's watching this. They're from Lincoln Heights.
Okay.
They're a group of brothers.
Okay.
But no, the Isley brothers. They're probably one of my biggest influence because incidentally, they are relatives of mine. Chris Jasper is my mother's brother.
Okay.
And Rudolph Isley married my mother's sister, so he's my uncle via marriage. But anyhow, you know, groups like the Isley brothers. I mean, you got Ohio in general. You got the OJs.
You got some players though, right?
Ohio players. Oh, no doubt. Oh, the Funk Capital, Slave, Ohio players. Bootsy Collins. I don't know if you know about King Records. James Brown. One of his record labels was there. You know, groups like The Deal. Babyface is not from Cincy, but his group The Deal.
Right?
He's from that town. Yeah, but you know, so a lot of beautiful music has been made in Cincinnati and in the state of Ohio.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then the Midwest as a whole, like everybody talks about Nashville, which is great for music now, but when you think about the Midwest, from Chicago to Detroit, from Cincinnati, like it's a bit, Indianapolis, you talk about Babyface, it is a musical mecca.
It is
for R&B, funk, things of that nature in the Midwest. You said you started off playing the drums. How'd you switch over to, you know, being a vocal singer?
Well, I guess one of the recommendations I would have for especially young folks, man, is that, you know, just learn how to play an instrument. You know, it kind of heightens your ability to write and to just be kind of engaged with, like, if you're playing a band, you kind of know what everybody's supposed to be doing. You know, it just makes your ear more acute. But anyhow, man, I gravitated towards that instrument, you know, because, you know, thankfully I had parents, you know, that encouraged me and my two older brothers to just play a lot of different instruments. So I played a lot, but landed with the drums. But was part of a group in my high school where we gave talent shows. Well, we gave one talent show and we needed one other performer, I didn't plan on performing. Keep in mind, I'm at home, you know, playing the drums all the time, never sang in front of anybody. Well, my girlfriend was in the show. You know, she did her thing, a piano player. So anyway, long story short, they needed one other artist, so I volunteered. I wound up getting second place. She got first place. Everybody thought we rigged it, but but it was not rigged. But that's when I first started singing. Came down here to TSU, renowned jazz band. I started singing with them. Was in a lot of a cappella quartets here. So it kind of increased my singing out in front of people when I came here to school.
Shout out to TSU, HBCU Pride. I'm an A&T grad myself.
That's right. That's right.
I'll have to give the shout out. So tell me about your music.
Yeah, well, I see you got a couple LPs behind us here, and I would say one of my favorite of all time is probably Songs in the Key of Life, but I start there only because, you know, artists like Stevie Wonder, Donny Hathaway, of course the Isley brothers again. You know, even jazz artists. You know, I'm a big Ronnie Laws fan, Grover Washington Jr., Stanley Clarke. That's what I was raised on. So I guess I would be considered somebody that try to put all that stuff together, and that's how I, you know, start writing songs. And, you know, I hear all the instruments in my head, and normally when I get with other musicians, I kind of tell them exactly what I'm hearing, the parts I want them to play. But that's kind of how, I guess, my style was kind of formulated, if you will, you know.
How has your experience been in Nashville as an artist?
Yeah, good question. Well, you know, when I was in Cincinnati, I was in a band called Quiet as Kept, and we fortunately had the opportunity to do the biggest show that you can do there. You know, I don't know if you guys ever been to a Macy's festival up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it used to be called the Cool Jazz Festival.
Okay.
But we got a chance to do that 3 years in a row. But when I came here, you know, I just really wanted to, you know, get an anchor here, get to know a lot of musicians. Of course, you know, there are a lot of good studios and great musicians. So I started going to clubs, just, you know, scoping out the musicians, meeting people. Well, I wound up meeting 4 country females who did their thing.
Okay.
So we started doing a weekly show.
But were you a country singer?
No, not at all. Well,
that's kind of wild.
Yeah,
that's a risk.
Yeah. well, check this out. See, there actually is there's a confluence, if you will, because, you know, American music is blues, it's R&B, it's spirituals. So that's what they like to play. You know what I mean? That's what inspires them too. So when we had a live band, when they played my music, I was playing Stevie, the Ozzy Brothers. That they're very familiar with it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Okay. So the young ladies did their thing, their country thing, and then I came on in the middle of them. I did my thing, so it wound up being a really good show. So, but to answer your question, I started there. But then there, you know, just started getting to know a lot of musicians, and I'm the type of person, man, I like to book my own shows and you know, do my thing independently. So I just started doing a whole lot of shows like that.
Yeah, you was mentioning some of your favorite albums. You mentioned Stevie Wonder, Songs of King Minor. Mine. Yeah. For those who don't know me, I'm a New Jack Swing kid.
Teddy Riley.
Teddy Riley. Who Keith Sweat, who both of them write on like everybody's stuff. My favorite album of all time is Don't Be Cruel. Well, one of my favorite top 5. Bobby Brown, he's king for me. Is there any writers or that you relate to more than others, or when you're thinking about arranging songs or writing songs, is there anybody that gives you inspiration?
Before I answer that quick question for you. Who wrote Don't Be Cruel for Bobby Brown?
Wasn't it Teddy Riley and Keith Sweat?
Babyface.
Babyface. I forgot they were going back and forth.
Correct.
Babyface, if you ever listen to like Bobby Brown tell stories, all his crazy stories were with Teddy Riley.
I've heard some.
And get locked up in hotel rooms, things like that. And then, you know, Babyface has a different type of vibe, I guess. But Babyface and Teddy Riley, they ran the New Jack Swing era for sure.
Absolutely.
And I kind of wish the verses that they did.
I remember that.
And like Teddy Riley, tech issues, because he was trying to do it live, and that's back during COVID when people were still trying to figure things out. Then they have to do a second one. I really hope they give Teddy Riley and Babyface another chance to go at it. So Swiss Beats, Timberland, if you're looking at this, give them another chance.
Totally agree. Well, I'm gonna have to start, man, you know, and you know, rest in peace, my uncle Chris Jasper from the Ozzy Brothers. He was nice enough to, you know, take the time to talk, you know, to tell me about the industry, talk to me about songwriting. So I can literally remember a lot of stories he told me about, you know, how he wrote songs. You know, basically, you know, they start writing the song, not only the structure of the song, but they start writing the song, but they leave it, they let it sit. They come back to it. They do a little bit more, let it sit, come back to it. So I would have to say, of course, Chris Jasper, Stevie Wonder, other song. I mean, Lionel Richie's a great songwriter. I'm trying to think a couple other ones. Pretty much, I guess all the ones you know, Nat King Cole. I'm an old school student. You know what I mean? Smokey Robinson. Of course, Legend. Motown. A lot of Motown writers. You know, folks like that. Pretty much. Yeah.
Do you see any new artists that are like combining, you know, the old school style that most of us like and grew up on, and the new school? Do you see any artists that you recommend or that you like?
Yes. Let me see. Actually, I'm gonna start with somebody in hip hop.
Okay.
He's not a new artist per se, but somebody that always fuses the old and the new.
Okay.
Man, Q-Tip, who's one of my favorite rappers.
For sure.
Man, just his archive of music and whatever that he uses. Man, he intentionally reaches back and samples a lot of stuff. But I'm trying to think new artists. I guess new to me. Oh, man, you got me on that one. Let me think.
Had to get on one. He got me on the Don't Be Cruel, so I had to come back and say, hey, give me somebody new.
Yeah, because man, I'm listening to it. Oh God, new artists. Shoot, man.
What's on your playlist right now?
Okay, good question. Playlist, man. I had to say, I'm still on a Sunday. You see that picture you got right there?
Oh yes, Miles Davis.
I'm listening to Miles on a Sunday.
Yes, for sure.
I'm listening to maybe Grover Washington Jr. I've been listening to a lot of Jeff Lorber. I'd like to practice the drums at least maybe 2 or 3 days a week. I was just practicing Jeff Lorber's Water Sign album. But you got me, man. You got to come back to that new artist.
We're going to come back.
Let me think about that.
We're going to come back and have him think. And that's how you know this is off the cuff, right?
Yeah.
We ask the questions, put him on the spot.
Yeah.
So you're performing, playing your music at our second weekly press play here on July 13th.
Yes, sir.
Tell me what excites you about that.
Yeah, every time I get the opportunity to sing in front of people, it's really the chance to inspire people,
Okay.
You want somebody to, when you're done, to go home or whatever. If they're going to give it their significant other, maybe they'll be in a romantic mood, or maybe you get them to think about what's going on in the world.
Okay.
And, you just want to inspire them. So that's probably the foremost thing that gets me going. But, man, I'm the type of person, though, this is however people want to take this.
Yeah.
I don't, when I do shows, it's like I just can't do a lot of shows to be doing a lot of shows. I like to plan the show. I want to put on a good show.
Yes.
So I just want to take my time to, pull the right musicians together, make sure everything comes off right. So that's kind of how I do things. But really just to inspire people, man, is what kind of motivates me to get out here and do my thing.
And for people that don't know the press play atmosphere, it's a little different. So back in the day when people used to have album release parties or before all that, they would have listening sessions, right? They'll play the music, get feedback from the crowd, talk about the inspiration behind the music. And that's something that we're trying to do here. So it could be a little daunting to some artists, but if you guys come out, play your music, we're going to give you some good feedback, what we like, what we dislike, and you can say, hey, I don't care what you're talking about. This is me. This is what I like. Or you can listen to it. And we just want to give artists a place, a special place, special environment for them to come, relax, play music, and get some quality feedback before they release it out here. So I really appreciate you taking that step and being our second person on this and taking that risk with us.
Pleasure. Yeah.
And for those who don't know, we're at Preston Age in Nashville, Tennessee, 15551 Old Hickory Boulevard. We're going to start at 7 o'clock. Come in, grab a cigar, grab a drink, mingle with our artists. And then we're probably going to start around 7:45 or 8 o'clock. So come through and check us out. Anything last you want to say? Where can we find you? Where's your handles? IG, YouTube? Give me something.
First of all, thank you guys for the opportunity.
Of course.
As far as finding me, you can find me on all platforms. That's IG at K-Rob Music. You can find me Facebook, Kevin L. Robertson. You can find me there. All streaming platforms, iTunes, Amazon, et cetera, et cetera. You just, put in a search field, K-Rob, K-R-O-B. There is a rapper named K-Rob. That's not me. I can rap, but that's not what I do. But that's how you can find me there. So, but again, I appreciate you guys and the opportunity, and I'm looking forward to it.
Hey, I'm ready for it. I'm excited.
Yes, sir.
Everybody, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you again next week. Talk to you soon.
Peace.